What is going on, everyone? Derek here today, bringing you guys another video. Thank you guys so much for tuning back in to Derek Bear Productions. Today, guys, we have such a treat. Obviously, you guys know we are here in Sacramento, California, and it feels really good to be on the West Coast. I must admit, this whole shebang with the views and everything, absolutely wonderful. And speaking about views, guys, with the title and thumbnail of this video, you can obviously tell we have a pretty good looking view, that's for sure. Today's guest, guys, you may know him. He is an automotive YouTuber as well with a 2013 5.0, just like your boy. This 5.0 though is definitely a little different, and especially now, there's been a lot of changes to make it super unique, and I'm so glad I could showcase this today for you guys. But without further ado, let's jump into this, and before we do, really quick, just slap that like button, that's all I'm asking. I would like to introduce Jacob R. Doty.
Doty. This is my 2013 5.0. So like I said, this is my 2013 Mustang GT. So basically the reason why I got a 13, 14 specifically was because of the styling. So you guys may know about the headlights, the taillights, things like that. You've seen it on DBP. We chose the best years, and there's a reason for that. The way that I looked at it was that it was the most retro while still being modern car, and that's why I picked it. Really, the whole thing of why am I into Mustangs, why am I into Fords, is because of my mom. So I had a single mom growing up. She had a Mustang. Always a GT, always a manual. And I had to do something because in my mind, like when I was 13, I wanted to match my mom. It was just such a cool thing to do. So now I can do that, and I've had mine for a few years now. It's gone through a couple of changes, and it's got tons of stuff done to it and more on the way. I wish I could show you guys the final phase. It's in progress right now. Just had some shipping snafus, but we'll get into that. Originally, I purchased this car with about 60,000 miles or so a couple years ago. Now it's almost at 100,000, which blows people's minds, and it's gonna be supercharged at 100,000 miles. It's never given me an issue. I think the worst it's done is like a dead battery, which is just a part of owning a car. So other than that though, it's been flawless. I put it on air. It was always my dream to be bagged and boosted like everybody else, but now it's bagged, wrapped, and boosted. It's been flawless. Like I said, I haven't had issues with my airlift. I haven't even had anything like catastrophically wrong with it. I had one that I thought was my drive shaft. Turns out it was my lug nuts were loose, causing some clanking in the rear. But these are just some temporary wheels for now. I'm aired out on an airlift 3-piece, same setup that Derek had. They're just some crappy little SVT wheels for now. It really does not do the car justice. I have some forged satin black wheels that are on their way. I have 2 of them. UPS lost them. We have 2, but they're about 30 miles that way. And hopefully this week I'll be able to get them. It just didn't happen with the timing. It sucks, but you guys will see it. So you'll see it on Instagram and all that when I get it all dialed in. We also have a Gen 5 Whipple on the way. Currently it's a Boss 302. Did the tint, I had to have it murdered out. I just love that. Plus it keeps the car cool here in the California sun. We also have all the carbon fiber on the car. So it's got the front lips, side skirts, got the rear. The only thing I'm missing is the diffuser, and that's about 1,300 bucks. So I'm like, do I want to do that? Do I not? I don't know. We also have the GT500 wing, which is the best wing on this body style. Everyone has to do it, and I have it in carbon fiber. The big thing though that really transformed the car, and Derek did something similar, is the deck lid. Get rid of that faux gas cap. I put on the S550 GT badge. This lines up perfectly. You just cut the post in the back and it just installs so nicely. We have some tint on the way for the taillights. That's gonna be another stage here in a little bit. We just recently swapped from Corsas to the MagnaFlows. Working with MagnaFlow to dial in a brand new system for you guys. Right now it's a little quiet, but we're gonna work on that. And the satin black tips just match so well with the satin black wrap. You guys saw the wrap there as we walked around. It doesn't make sense at all. That's the point of the wrap. Like literally the wrap was to make everyone just talk about it, and that's what it's doing. It doesn't make sense. One's satin, one's gloss. It's not symmetrical. The pattern's flipped on either side with the color and reversed upside down. A lot of people like it, some people hate it, and you guys are very vocal about it, so I know. It's all right for right now. It's on the temporary wheels. It's still pretty tight, and I can air out fully, but it's not anything like, it's not how it's supposed to be. If you follow the channel, you'll know my last setup was very aggressive. But yeah, it's pretty much all done up. And then on the interior, I had to go full carbon. It is a base, it has the cloth, but it's got subwoofers, it's got the carbon. The steering wheel was a huge improvement. But yeah, I mean, it's coming along. The only thing I'm missing is my Whipple that needs to be installed and my the Recaros. The Recaros are something I've been looking for, but holy crap, you guys overpay. I mean, people are charging like 2,500 bucks for Recaros. And I'm like, I want them, but not that bad yet. I mean, there's other things I want to get done with the car, like the diffuser, the Whipple, and then we can get into the Recaros. But other than that, I think the car will be done because it's got forged wheels, wrapped, boosted, bagged. It's everything I ever wanted. So this is my dream car for right now, and then we'll see what happens in the future. So here we are in the front of the car, and you guys will see I have the headlights, right? So these are diode dynamic switchbacks. Let me actually click those for you guys. Right there, you can see it turns orange and then it goes back to white. So it got rid of the bulb behind there and I painted the internal satin black. Now this, you gotta have some skills to do that. I'm not saying I'm super skilled, I just took my time. It requires a lot of effort and it's worth it because in the end, you get a custom look and it really just modernizes the car. And then also we have the GT500 grills because GT500s are so sick. This is by Cervini. Under the hood, I did the Boss 302, which is a very debatable thing about the 18 and the Boss 302. VMP started putting out some stuff about dynos and all that, and that got the whole cookie to crumble. The Boss 302, why did I choose it? I love high RPMs, I love NA. By the way, it's all painted by my girlfriend. She has the patience to do that. Did that because I just like the high RPMs and revving it. When I did the Mantic clutch, I could just rev for days. And the Boss 302 just keeps pulling. Now the 5 or 6 horsepower difference, you're not gonna feel it. It's so minimal that it doesn't matter. Plus this looks so much better under the hood. And as you can tell, I'm a visual based guy. So I don't really care if it looks stock or what, if it gives me 6 extra horsepower. I liked how it looked. Plus I have the little foam caps here so it keeps the injectors quieter. Kind of rare to have that nowadays. Most people just take them off. And then for exhaust, it's on the stock headers, lethal H-pipe, and then it also has the MagnaFlow competition quad tips by the GT500. Actually, you know what? I think it's better if you guys just hear it, so let's crank it up real quick. Yeah, so that's the exhaust right there. Like I said, working with MagnaFlow to dial in that tone. This is just off the shelf, but we're working on some custom solutions and hopefully bring that to you guys just because they don't offer anything really made for that 5.0 tone that we all love. So I'm working with them to get that for you guys. You guys might see right now, it's got the paint match Brimbos. I did that early on. It came factory Brimbos, even as a base model. It was the only option. I have the Sync and I have the Brimbos. Those are my only 2 options. The reason why I didn't get a premium is because I wanted to upgrade everything anyways. So the sound system, all that stuff didn't matter to me, which we'll get into because I wanted to fully upgrade all that. I am tucking on the airlift right now. It's just the stock airlift 3P, but I have the whole setup hidden. You will not find it in my trunk. I put the subs in there. And then I also added the little yellow dot here recently with the wrap. I had to do the gloss black badges. It's like a must have on all the cars. So beyond the airlift, there's also some mods on the car you just can't see. And those are the suspension mods that help keep this thing planted. I can gun it and it'll lose traction, but it'll stay perfectly straight. And that's just because you have proper suspension. So I've got BMR, lower control arms, upper control arm. Those are adjustable. I also have the mount. It's all poly bushings. Everything on this car is pretty much all taken care of as far as that goes in the rear end. I also have the one-piece drive shaft, and you have to adjust the pinion angle of that because it's the aluminum 3.5 inch. Like I said, I did everything I could to get prepared for boost, so that way I didn't break stuff later on. It's just the stuff you gotta do to make sure your car stays on the road, doesn't break, and everything like that, because a lot of people do it the wrong way, slap boost on the car, never do anything to like manage that and make sure it's like gonna mitigate any damage, and then they end up blowing their stuff up and it's a whole nother issue. So I just wanted to be
talking about me too. Yeah,
basically Derek needs to get on that. I want to do everything safe and sound, you know. I took the long route, but I think it's the right way to do it. I even did the boundary oil pump gears and crank sprocket, so that's being taken care of. I also have a MFP crank support bracket that's gonna go on with the Whipple. I'm not even at that power. That's like at 1,000 horsepower. I'm gonna be probably 700 like with Derek's at, because we have Gen 1s, but I just wanted to do it for safe, like the peace of mind and for safety, really. That's all I did. So next we'll go ahead and pop open the trunk. We got towels for the beach day that we were having there, so let me pull those out. I have the subwoofers. These are 2 JL Audio W3s. They're actually in a ported box. This is by Z Enclosures. Also underneath, it's a little messy now, but my buddy and I, we did the airlift hidden in my spare tire. Like I said, this was a Brembo track pack car and it did not come with a spare, so who cares? I didn't take out a wheel, it was just not there. So I just used that as my airlift. It has a 2-gallon tank, single compressor. Definitely go with a dual if you can. Eventually I'll get on that. So here on the interior, we have the JATO Performance steering wheel, flat bottom, carbon. I have the perforated leather with the yellow stitching. Got the whole carbon in here from Dyna Performance. Also have the Dyna VIN. So Dyna Performance is the carbon, Dyno VIN is the head unit. I had the base model, like I said, so similar head unit to Derek with the single green. So I got this. It actually has CarPlay. It's touchscreen. But other than that, man, it's really nice. I just plug it in. CarPlay, it goes, the MGW shifter, nice and short, nice and notchy when you're in gear, doesn't move around. Everything you touch in this car just feels more premium than even a normal premium, and that's what I wanted. That's gonna pretty much wrap up showing off the car. We're gonna go take a drive, show Derek what it feels like, see what that Boss 02 does, and then yeah, we'll just wrap it up after that.
Let's do it, Mr. Doty. He better enjoy this NA life, because once that Whipple goes on, having fun becomes jail time.
Yeah.
So
well, it already does, but you know.
You'll see.
Oh my God. So out here in Mexico, we have this warehouse. It's a pretty nice Mexican warehouse, honestly. Great tacos down the street too.
Oh, I was expecting you to keep going and just go straight.
No, dude, I can't do that.
Take these turns, man.
Crap for how it shift. I don't beat on my car every day, but when Derek's in town, you know I had to. So how'd it feel though?
It feels good, man. Honestly, it feels really good. I'm excited to ride in it with the Whipple because I just yeah, it feels good. I miss those days. I really do. So soak them in, dude. Yeah. Soak them in.
The NA days where you could just rip on it.
Yeah, just have fun.
But here's what I did want to say about that. That whole time I was spinning, did it feel like it was out of control?
No, not at all. It was really planted. Really planted.
Proper suspension setup. Even on bag setup, we'll do that.
Hey, all I'm saying, guys, is you know damn well, for those of you watching, this is the collab that you never knew you needed. You better be dropping a thumbs up on this video right now. Hey, we backed them up. You in my Uber?
All right, guys, so that's pretty much it. Showed Derek the car, showed everything. But here's the big thing. We were just discussing this. Now I got him on the rap game, right? So here's the big thing. In this video, leave 3,000 likes down below, and we're gonna get him to try to wrap the car something ridiculous. Not necessarily this, so love it or hate it, whatever. Leave comments down below as well. Let him know what color or what design should he wrap the car. We're talking about doing something like eye-catching like this, so that way you guys cannot miss him anywhere. So hit up the like button, leave the comments down below what you guys wanna do, and yeah, that's pretty much it.
Well, there you guys have it, the collab you never thought you needed. Thank you guys so much for watching today's episode of Mustang Madness. Super unique. I'm so happy to be out here on the East Coast. Oh my God, so stoked to be out here on the West Coast, and I'm gonna try to make it a priority to jump out here, you know, every 2 months, every 3 months for a week or so. And you know, Jacob and his family have been awesome letting me stay there, Ramina and I. And it's just a blast out here, man, and especially California. You guys know there's opportunity out here. There's a lot of cars. And later this week, we have another YouTuber we will be meeting up. So you guys definitely want to check it out. We have some fun things coming. So stay tuned, hit that subscribe button if you guys haven't already. Check me out on Instagram at Derek Brand Productions. And with that, guys, we are gonna go ahead and close this out. Thank you guys so much for watching. We will see you tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern time for another video. But until next time, we'll see you later.